beep, beep. Mission Control, come in. This is astronaut Captain Ribbons speaking. We have landed on a strange planet, now dubbed Planet Ribbons!
I am Buttons, destroyer of worlds! Ooh, spicy. Oh, hey, these are some really cool Legos, Ribbons. Where'd you get these from?
Mom and Dad got them for me because I'm their favorite.
But Mom and Dad got you a brand new Lego set?
Yeah.
Oh, but I did all of my chores this weekend, and I even helped Mom do the laundry, and I didn't get a new Lego set. Why not?
Because I'm their favorite.
Well, could you at least share these Legos with me? I mean, you know how much I love outer space and spaceships and stuff.
No.
Ribbons, you are the worst sister ever. You're so mean. And when I get my own Lego set, you're not going to be able to play with it. Selfish me pants sister.
Oh, hey, Buttons. What's wrong?
Oh, my sister Ribbons she's being so selfish. She got a new Lego set and she won't even share it with me.
No.
Man, that's not even the worst part, Emily. The worst part is she said that she was Mom and Dad's favorite.
Oh, well, I'm sorry that happened, Buttons, but you know that's not true. I know your parents love you and Ribbons both so much.
But then why did she get a new Lego set and I didn't?
Well, sometimes things can be unfair, but we should be happy and celebrate when other people get good things.
Well, I would celebrate if she wasn't such a meanie.
Well, you know, there's a Bible story that talks a lot about this.
You mean someone in the Bible got a brand new Lego set and no one else did?
Well, not exactly a Lego set, but there was a brother who got something really, really special, and he kind of was a show-off. And his brothers got really upset too.
What happened?
Well, let's listen in to Matt and Eli and see if we can learn anything new.
Hey kids, my name is Eli, and today we're going to be talking about the story of Joseph. And to help me here today is Matt. He's going to help with some sound effects and some music to tell our story. This one. Okay, so our story starts out in Genesis 37 with a guy named Joseph. And he had a lot of brothers, and one day him and his brothers were working out in the field with some sheep. There we go. Thanks for helping set the scene, Matt. Okay, so they were out in the fields when Joseph went and told their dad that his brothers weren't doing a very good job. You see, Joseph was his dad's favorite son, and his dad gave him a really special gift. The gift was a fancy robe that was only for Joseph to wear.
It was beautiful.
When Joseph's brothers saw that robe, they were jealous, and they were mad at Joseph and said mean things to him.
Please, no! 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 No!
So that night, while Joseph was sleeping, he had a dream. In that dream, he had seen all of his brothers bowing to him, like he was their ruler. He wanted to brag and to tell his brothers all about that dream, but of course, his brothers were angry when they heard about that dream. They said, "Do you think you're gonna rule over us?" And Joseph's brothers were even more angry with Joseph now. They wanted to get rid of him. So when Joseph went out to work in the fields with his brothers again, they had a plan. Joseph's brothers threw him in a deep, dark pit. His dream won't come true now, they said.
Nope.
He won't be able to rule over us at all. And Joseph's brothers took that fancy robe that his father had given him and tore it apart. Oof. This way, the brothers could make up a story for their father about how Joseph had been attacked and or killed by a wild animal. instead of telling him what had really happened. What was that?
That was a raptor with laser eyes. If you're gonna make up a story about a wild animal attack, you might as well make it interesting.
So after they had thrown Joseph in the pit, some merchants came by, and Joseph's brothers got really creative and realized that they could sell Joseph as a slave. Then not only would they have gotten rid of Joseph, but they could also make some money too. The brothers sold Joseph and went back to tell their father the story that they had made up. Their father was so sad that his favorite son was gone. Meanwhile, Joseph became a slave and he was sold in Egypt to a man named Potiphar. Potiphar was a really important man in Egypt because he worked for the Pharaoh. So kids, right now, Joseph was feeling very alone. He was in a strange land with people that he didn't really know, but even though it seemed like Joseph was alone, he wasn't. Joseph wasn't alone because God was with him every step of the way. And because God was with him, good things happened to Joseph, even though it didn't seem like it was a good situation. You see, God loves us so much, and he's always willing to do whatever it takes, no matter what. So Potiphar, the man Joseph was working with and for, really liked and trusted Joseph enough to even put him in charge of his household. And with Joseph in charge, good things continued to happen to him and Potiphar. There we go. What happened there?
I played the wrong one. There was a chicken.
Okay, well, that's where we're going to end our story today. There's a lot more of Joseph's story that we haven't covered yet, so come back next week to hear more. All right, bye. Have a good one.
So, Buttons, what did you learn from the story?
Well, Joseph was kind of being a meanie to all of his brothers, so I understand why they were mean back. Just like how I broke Ribbon's spaceship when she was being mean.
Yeah, Joseph wasn't being very nice at all, was he? And his brothers didn't treat him well either.
No, what they did was really mean too.
But we learned that even though Joseph was in a bad situation and he felt alone, God was with him.
So does that mean that God is with us every single place that we go?
Yeah.
Like even if we go into outer space on a spaceship where there's no one else?
Yeah, he still is. God loves us no matter what. Even if we misstep or maybe make a choice that's not God's best for us, he still loves us and is always with us, no matter what.
Wow, so even though Ribbons was being mean and not sharing her Legos, God still loves her and he's still with her and he's still with me too, even though I made a bad choice and broke her spaceship.
Yes.
Wow, God is so nice. I'm so glad that we can be a part of his family. I'm gonna go help Ribbons rebuild her spaceship.
Oh, yay! All
I'll
right.
see you later, Emily.
Bye, Buttons. Wow, today has made me think of a time in my life when I just had moved schools and my sister went to college and I felt so alone. But then I realized that God is with me always and he put the confidence in me to make new friends and share his love. Okay, kids, well, that's all the time we have for today. Remember, God is always with you. We hope to see you next week. Bye!